I keep bringing up Jonathan Hickman, and for good reason. In my opinion, he has one of the best pens, pencils, typewriters, keyboards, whatever he's writing with, he has the best, one of the best in this moment in time, in my humble opinion, in the way he crafts his stories. There's there's not many stories crafted today that are as intriguing as a Hickman story. He really knocks it out the park. I've been really impressed with what I've seen from Ultimate Spider-Man among, the things that he's written presently. But I saw this article and there's something new being worked on by Hickman. And of course, you saw it in the title. Imperial #1 sets fire to Marvel Comics' cosmic empires. And something tells me, I get this sneaking suspicion that Hickman is working something really big across the entirety of Marvel. And this is part of what he's crafting. And I hope whatever he has planned, I hope Marvel allows him to do his thing. After nearly 20 years of writing essentially every major Marvel character, from the X-Men to the Avengers to Fantastic Four and recently Spider-Man, writer Jonathan Hickman's name has become synonymous with a certain form of superhero comic. It's not that they're realistic or mature per se. Hickman's epic stories of metahuman power struggles and universal destiny still contain all the colorful tropes at the heart of the Marvel universe. Rather, they take themselves seriously in a fashion that reliably reveals new wrinkles and possibilities among narratives that have run for more than 60 years. His stories consider how these fantastical elements enhance fundamental conflicts, elevating both the genre elements and delivering unforgettable sagas that are about more than punching a new villain. He returns to consider diplomacy. He returns to consider diplomacy, war, and empire across the heavens in this week's Imperial #1. And I didn't know anything about this. That just shows how much I keep up with comic book news. I do follow a lot of comic book channels, and there's so much going on in comic books, it's just hard to keep up. To some degree, it's hard to keep up. There's also a lull period at the same time. Okay, Imperial #1 is published by Marvel Comics and written by Jonathan Hickman, with art by Coelho and Federico Vescinti, colors by Federico Blee, and letters by Corey Petty. It is the debut of a 4-part event entering upon the fragile alliance of Marvel's many cosmic powers, including the Kree-Skrull Alliance, Shi'ar, Spartax, Wakanda, and even Scar. Events kick off with the series of assassinations, including Hulk's son, Hirokala. Before a meeting of the Galactic Council, Earth's heroes, including Star-Lord, Nova, and Hulk himself, are drawn in to investigate the source of this disruption, revealing new secrets and threats before the end of Imperial #1. And if you know anything about a Jonathan Hickman story, I would not be surprised if there are a plethora of twists and turns in this thing. As a matter of fact, I will be expecting that. I would expect no less from Hickman, because this is just how he gets down. I've kind of figured that out. Superhero readers rarely anticipate politics lying at the heart of event stories. Well, I think there's actually has been a lot of politics lying at the heart of event stories. I won't get into that. But Imperial #1 provides a showcase for how to display power struggles that are not purely super in nature. The issue opens with an unidentified characters playing a chess-like game in anticipation of a common struggle. The common game board the common game board metaphor provides a roadmap for what to anticipate in the story ahead. It emphasizes that this game is not chess, as there are more than two players, and for there are more than two players, and no player knows how many opponents they have at the start of the game. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm really curious to see where he takes this. Like I said, I think Marvel is allowing Hickman to do something big across many books. It almost seems like they let him have the reins and said, okay, deliver us a good story. And it appears that that's exactly what he's doing. That conception of the struggle, let's see, I'll skip past that quote right there. Following that prelude, the issue's pacing doesn't allow for any tedium to creep in through extended debates or expositions. And that's good. Sometimes it's not always bad. He did some of that in Ultimate Spider-Man, where there were books where you were just building, where you weren't really seeing much of anything else other than building. But I liked it. The way he did it, it kept me engaged. It kept me involved. And at no point did I feel like, all right, I'm checking out. I'm done. The issue regularly shifts its focus and provides plenty of action sequences to offer consistent varieties of tone, mood, and even layouts. However, every new sequence is sure to add some important information, whether it's about the current state of these galactic empires or a significant character dynamic. Information is embedded into an issue that includes formal gatherings and secret meetings, as well as noir-style investigations and gladiatorial combat. So it seems like it's going to be a mix of a bunch of different things all wrapped up in one. I'm here for it. I think this is good. I might have said in one of my videos, I'm trying to think, I'm almost positive I said in one of my videos, Marvel needs to just let Jonathan Hickman run loose. If I was Marvel, I'm taking Jonathan Hickman and I'm saying, okay, you are going to be my template whereby we train these new writers. Because it seems like with everything going on, no matter where, Jonathan Hickman stands on whatever issue, he doesn't seem to let anything outside of comic books get in the way of him writing a good comic book story. And I really appreciate that. I'll leave off right there. I'll post a link to the article in the description of the video so you can go read the whole article if you like. But this actually caught me by surprise. Like I said, I was not expecting this. And I would expect that this is probably going to be a very good story that's probably going to get a lot of eyeballs. Again, that's just me guessing at this point.